Today we're going to show you how to web, load, and laminate on a RSL 2701 Laminator. First, what we need to do is to show you the functions of the machine so you're familiar with the operation of the Laminator. On the back of the machine you have your power button. Turn that on, you'll hear a beep. The machine will light up on the control pad to show you the operation functionality of the machine. On the bottom of the machine you have a run button and also it functions as a stop button. You have a reverse button and it'll only work if the button is depressed. You have a down and an up button that you'll see will light up and change your speeds from 1 to 10. And you also have 3 temperatures. For the material that we're going to be running today, we need to use the highest temperature, which is 270 to 310 degrees. So by depressing that button, we will get the temperature that we need. As you see, it's flashing. Once it stops flashing, it means we're up to temperature. The first thing we need to do is to load the film on the RSL 2701 Laminator. By taking our film, we first have to see how the adhesive is rolled onto the film, whether it's adhesive in or adhesive out. On this particular film, it's adhesive in. What we want is to have the film, when it comes down over the rollers, to be away from the roller with your adhesive out. We'll take this film, and first we have to take off the supply shaft. On this side of the machine, you'll see that there's an indent. We need to lift up, move this shaft over to that side, and we can get this shaft out of the machine. Now we take these thumb screws and remove the hubs that hold the film. Next, we'll take our film in the right direction and we're going to insert one hub. This hub will be inserted into the side, into the core of the machine, of the roll. Next, we'll take our hub shaft and this will go into the machine like so. Take our other hub, put it on this shaft and slide it into the core of the film. Once it's in there, we're going to load the film back onto the machine by centering into that hole, putting this side into the notch and dropping this down into the groove. Next, we want to position our film so it's centered and tighten up on the 2 finger screws. Now we have the film on there, and as you can see, I have the adhesive so it will not touch the rollers. Next, we have to load the film to the bottom shaft of the laminator. By coming to the front, we'll lift up on this protective cover, take off the table, set it aside, and again we have to remove our film supply shaft from the laminator. We have a notch here, just bring it in and over, it'll drop out, and we remove our 2 film hubs. Now again, we have to look at our film and see the adhesive on the film, and again this film is adhesive in. So if we have it positioned this way on the machine, it'll come up and over the rollers with the adhesive out. We again take our hub, place it into the core, take our supply shaft, put it into the roll of film, grab our other supply shaft, put it inside, make sure it's taut, then take our film, put it in here, and lock it into that side and drop this side down. Now we have our film in. We're going to leave this one loose for now, and now we have to web the machine. We're going to take our film, put it underneath the idler bar, like so. And then we're going to bring the film down over the roller. Be careful because the film is going to get tacky and the rollers are hot. The next thing we want to do is to center our film over this roller by sliding it back and forth. Get it centered and tighten down our hubs. Next, we're going to take our bottom supply, bring it underneath this idler bar, make sure the idler bar is out. Bring the film up. And we're going to tack this film to the top film. We want to make sure it's centered left and right with the other roll of film, and just place the film over top the other. The two films will fuse together from the heat of the roller. Next, we're going to take our feed table, put it back onto the laminator, and we're going to drop our guard down. Next, we need our leader board. We're going to take the leader board and hit run on the machine. We're going to take our leader board and we're going to force it into the laminator. As you see, this will bring the film into the machine. It'll come out the back rollers and exit the laminator. Once the leader board exits the laminator, we now can come over here and hit the stop button. Next, we take our cross cutter and cut this material off the laminator. Now we're ready to laminate. For this particular material that we're running, we're going to go to speed 3 on the laminator. Once this is up to temperature, we can start laminating. Now that our light is not flashing anymore, our laminator is up to temperature and we're ready to laminate. What we have supplied with the machine is 2 document guides. By turning these knobs counterclockwise, we can move them in and out on the laminator. What I'm going to be laminating is some 8.5 by 11 images. I'm going to take these, knock this one down, and take this one and move it over to about here. Now I'm going to take my images, I'm going to hit the run button on the laminator, and now I'm going to start laminating. I'll take my images, line them up to the guide, and start feeding them in to the laminator. Once this set goes through, I can send my other set through the laminator. I will keep running my prints into the laminator until my job is complete. As you can see in the back of the machine, the laminated prints are coming out with a nice high gloss and side to side each other. Once my last images come out of the laminator and past the cutter in the back, I'll depress the stop button to stop the lamination function. Now I'll take my cross cutter to trim my prints off the laminator. I'll go from the center, drop my cutter down, go over to the edge and trim, come back to the center and out the other way.